Can you hear me now? Jeez. Oh. Still no sound? What in the world? Oh, okay. Cool. Dude, I really was scared there for a minute. All right, so the reason I'm hoping that everyone ends up showing up tonight is because there are huge changes coming. As I was trying to say from the beginning, um, you guys have all been very understanding on a lot of different things, especially when there's been nights that I've needed to take off and things like that. And I deeply appreciate that, you guys. So, as we near 500 subscribers, I have, over the last couple days, had a lot of things enter my head about how not just to grow the channel, but also to do neater things. Hence the challenge that I was talking about. Um, I wanted to share all of this with you guys because I'm very excited about a lot of it. Number one, we have a website now. It is subzero.com. I cannot believe it, and it like totally trips me out. But we've actually got a website now, so I'm very happy about that. Number two is there is a secondary website. This one is going to be more for when I start doing um, the doing the preaching stuff, um, because it'll be a place where people do um, can put in their confessions, and literally no one will ever see them. No one will ever have your information. Nothing like that. Just put in hot. Seriously, G man, just put this in. Like for real, that's all you got to put in. Um, so that way people have a way to actually confess without having someone else there or feeling judged or anything like that. That was one of the biggest parts of me getting that website. I need to get them up and running. I've got to get them up and running, get all the stuff like done out for them and stuff. Um, but I I wanted to have a way to put everything together because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. Um, like I said, I've got ideas after ideas, like a book on just for Legos, like ideas for Legos. Literally a book just for Minecraft. I've got a book for all of my books for kids, because that's another thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working on. I know. I think a lot of you guys have seen the Itsy Bitsy Puppy. I want to turn that into a physical book, and I want to be able to sell this stuff. Like I said, I've got to find a way to make money. That way, I can start doing all of this full time. Uh, Bigzilla, you're awesome. Um, so as all of this starts going, there's no way I'm stopping. I know for some people that's probably going to make them very mad, but I think for most of you it is going to make you guys very happy, and um, it has me thrilled. It has me thrilled beyond words. Like I've never felt so peaceful in my life about anything. How can I make this my job? Well, by one, quitting my job. Uh, I got to have time to do all of this. And with everything in my head, I I've I've got to have the time. And even places like Amazon and things like that, I got to be able to get everything set up and all of that. That was one of the reasons that I requested from you guys that I take this week and concentrate on getting everything set up and all of that, because there's so much that I can do, and I just need that time in order to set it all up. And like I said, I appreciate you guys so much because you guys have gotcha, G man, gotcha. Yes, now that is true too, but that store doesn't open up until you have 500 subscribers. But I got to have stuff in order to put in that store. So that was the other half of wanting to do all of this. Um, so that's where all of this is coming from. It isn't just about being able to grow subscribers and to grow views and stuff like that. This goes much further beyond that, because with having ADHD, my brain is flying at 1,000 miles a second on 45 different things at any given time. And so for me, being able to do this and then being able to like make different things, because I love being able to make things. So I'm gonna have anything from like dice sets to cards to Lego sets to T-shirts, bumper stickers. Like, I'm really going all out on this, and the coolest part is I'm going to be able to do all of this through so many different channels that I think it's going to be able to allow me to be able to do YouTube a lot more and be a lot more focused on it. And I know that sounds really stupid with everything I just said, but when I go to work for 12 hours out of the day and I only get 2 hours to spend with you guys, it doesn't give me the time I want to have in order to either try and plan out the kind of stuff that I want to do for the night. And that's another thing is I want to set up an actual like schedule to where like let's say I don't know, and I'm only throwing this out there. Let's say like Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll do Fortnite. Maybe Wednesdays and Saturdays we'll do Legos. Um, that way it's not a burnout on anything specific, and it'll add variety and hopefully give everybody a lot of fun. I mean, it that's my whole thing. I want to have fun. And so that's why I'm thinking about like I think I'm going to do like some live streaming of like I don't know, maybe like the playing with the kids and their toys and stuff like that. Um, Atreyu. What is it, Atreyu? Please grant us your wisdom. I'm waiting to see. Wait, what? So was the Soviet Union. Atreyu, please elaborate on that. Wait, what? Atreyu, where did that come from? That was literally so far out in left field, man. Yeah, no kidding, Peakzilla. Please give context. This is great. This is why I love this so much. You guys Atreyu. Oh, that's too good. But so that was one of the reasons. Ugh. Like I said, it's been a long day. I've been in well over 110 degrees for probably about 8 hours out of my entire day. I'm tired. But I absolutely had to get on here because I'm so excited about all this, and I wanted to share it with you guys and try and give you a heads up on what all's going on because there's gonna be a lot of stuff, and I think it's awesome. Oh no, I completely understand that, G man. I completely understand that. And if they're not that good, they're not that good. I If I don't try, then I'm not gonna know. And at least if I try this and start doing this, then even if everything fails and it fails miserably, then I still have everything lined up to where I'm still going to be able to at least have a starting point for getting everything else going as time goes on. So, with what I want to do, what I want to at least try, there really is no actual failure to this. So Vietnam. Huh. Atreyu, you always come up with some of the most interesting stuff. Even if it is left field, it's still awesome. So, here comes the other half of this is and this might take a couple minutes because of the lag of when I say something versus when you guys receive it and send back information. So here's what I want to do. I have a list of like 50 children's books. And what I want to do, told you guys, I'm getting tired fast. What I want to do is I wanted to start with one of these. Now, I'm not going to go listing off the entire list because it's not one, you guys aren't going to sit here and want to listen through an entire list of this. So, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted your guys' input. Because the reason I want your guys' input is because I want you guys to actually be able to. I want you guys to take stock in doing stuff and helping out and things like that, not just have a little cup of coffee. So what I want to do is I wanted to ask you guys for ideas of like rhymes. And I figured I'd throw a couple of these out here because when I make these books, I want to not just give you guys credit, but eventually somehow try and send you guys a copy of like the books that you helped make. And I think it would be really awesome. That's why I was hoping to see more people on tonight. But I mean, for real, we've only been live streaming for 15 minutes. So what I was thinking was, and I want to redo some of these. But what I want to do is, like, I don't know, like maybe Mary Had a Little Lamb, Humpty Dumpty, or Jack and Jill. Do any of you guys have any ideas for names that could be that they could be rewritten as? Or do you have any ideas of stuff that, like maybe nursery rhymes you've thought of as a kid that you have names for? It's okay, G man. Okay. It's all good, Peakzilla. It is all good. Atreyu, something tells me that you would have, like, instead of Jack and Jill went up the hill, you'd probably have Jack and Jill went around the world. What about you, Punisher? You still around? Yeah, I just saw your comment. Well, and I'm really being serious. If you guys think of anything, please, 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 um, something about history. What are your main ideas on history? Like, what do you know the most about in history? And I ask that, like, do you know history of dinosaurs or Rome or uh, ancient Okinawa? I mean, like, what's because history is definitely one of those very, very wide, broad subjects that. But I really am being serious. If you guys think of anything, I am literally always going to listen to you guys. And I think most of you know I have everything set up to my phone so I can hear you. Wars? Nice. That'd be an interesting one. Godzilla history. That's epic. That is epic. Godzilla did not really start out as an egg. He started out as an amoeba. Gojira film? I thought good amount of science. What kind of science? See, this is interesting now. This is actually really interesting. So, are you talking to like biological science, molecular science, um, magnetics, frequencies? Like, there's a lot of different sciences. You've now lost 17 subscribers. I really don't care. Like, I'm curious. This is actually really cool. I did not know that that was Godzilla's Japanese name. Gojira. Okay. Gojira. Oh my. I cannot believe I was taken by that. Look out, Gojira! Mostly space. That is awesome, dude. So, are you talking about just in this solar system, or are you talking about like everything that's out beyond our reaches of the Milky Way? Like, you've really got me intrigued now on this. Oh, wow. I did not know that, Peakzilla. That's awesome. That is absolutely amazing. Gojira? Oh, man. There are too many things. There are just too many things with that. That's hilarious. That is awesome. But like I said, there there are definitely going to be a lot of things coming. Um, I am still going to stream. I am still going to stream. Um, like I said, it probably just won't be as frequently like tonight. Like I said, I absolutely had to get on. That is how it's pronounced in Japan. Gotcha. Gojira. I love learning stuff from you guys. Um, but yeah, that like I said, there's a lot that I am planning on doing that kind of stuff. You have ideas for Godzilla's? I, man, I was actually thinking about doing that, and that's one of the reasons. That is one of the reasons that I actually picked out all the different sets I did. Like that spider one, I was actually thinking about doing that for like the itsy bitsy spider, but that's not really like itsy bitsy. That's a pretty good sized spider with. Oh man. G Man, it is okay. It is all good. See, that's the thing. I really pay attention. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best, but I try to pay attention and I know who sticks around and stuff like that. And so, G Man, I you will never hear me fault you because you really have stuck with me like since the beginning. And I mean, for real, I absolutely appreciate that. Brickmaster, what is up, dude? You went to a NASCAR race yesterday? Where at? You're on one of the highlights in the background. Dude, that is cool. That is totally awesome, man. You're going on vacation this Saturday? Sweet. Walking Glens. Wow, how was that? Like, don't get me wrong, I love NASCAR races and stuff like that. I love watching like the Formula Ones and stuff. How was it over at Watkins Glen? Because I know uh, New York is. Yeah. G Man, where are you going this weekend? Well, Saturday, anyways. Super cool and fast. Yeah, it's kind of the way it goes. Are you gonna be there for the whole week, dude? That'll be a nice getaway. That should be a nice getaway for you, man. That's awesome. But yeah, so in case I'm sure you missed it, Brickmaster. Um, what I was telling everyone else is we finally have a website. It is subzeroburn.com. Um, and it's okay, G man. It is no big deal. Dude, enjoy the beach, man. Enjoy your time. Seriously. That sounds like it would be a really awesome time. Just try not to get burnt. That, ugh. Dude, I can feel my skin flaking. Anyways, dude, sunlight. Oh no, I hate sunlight. Me no like sun. Me no like light. No light. No light. Please no light. But Brickmaster, I was telling them about all the different stuff that I'm gonna be getting set into works. Between like making books, trying to make a schedule for like what nights I'm gonna do what, things like that, to where you guys will have a better idea of when I'm doing different things. Um, so nothing gets dull. Um, and if you guys decide, oh yeah, well uh, he's gonna do story time tonight or something. I'm skipping out on that. It is all good. I understand, but I'm gonna be trying to do a bunch of stuff. You passed 40,000, dude. That's awesome. Very, very cool, man. I am so happy to hear that for you. I'm so happy to hear that for you. You're gonna have to post pictures of being on vacation, man. Whether it be like a boat tipping straight up and down from it, like sinking, or a seagull flying into the side of the window on a car. I mean, dude, you gotta post pictures, man. You gotta. But yeah, I'm really, really excited, and like I said, there was no way I could pass up on sharing all this with you guys. I am so beyond happy. I'm so beyond happy. But like I said, as of for tonight, I think I'm gonna head to bed because I got I have the day off tomorrow. Um, so hopefully I'll be able to post stuff tomorrow. Um, but I've got quite a bit to do tomorrow, and so hopefully if I don't get on during the day, I'll be able to definitely get on tomorrow night. Um, and apparently I've got new Legos coming. We got new sets. My wife loves me. Oh, dude, that's an epic idea. You could have them like riding the surfboards and stuff like that, and like the like little itty bitty waves, and like have the big ones in the background while you're taking pictures. Oh, you have got some epic opportunities, man. Epic opportunities. I'm very, very excited for you. I That is awesome. That is totally, totally awesome. Or you could have them. And I don't know where you're staying, but you might be able to have them like looking, like have them stand up on like a balcony or whatever, and like have them facing out like towards the I don't know, city or whatever you're facing. Have them facing out that way, and like captions like enjoying what little time I have away. No, I have not seen Running Man. And yes, I have wanted to watch that movie. Repeatedly, it comes back to my mind about once every, I don't know, probably 6 months. And I never remember to look it up. I'm assuming you have seen it. How do you like it? Because I've heard it's weird, which is why I was going to watch it. But like I said, I haven't had the chance to. There's a lot of movies I've There's a lot of movies I wanted to see that I haven't. There's one I want to watch. It's called Pan's Labyrinth. I haven't seen that one yet. Um, there's a bunch of the new ones. I have not seen the new Superman yet. Uh, I didn't see Sonic 3. I saw 1 and 2. I didn't see 3. There you go, man. There you go. minifigure seeing the ocean for the first time. Maybe get one swept out into the sea. I mean, don't let them go too far, but like have one of them like float out to sea a little bit. Sub Zero is now Plane Zero. What? That depends on when it gets here. I have, I still have like 10 sets that I have not posted yet. Um, I haven't built them yet. They're the sets I have left are well over probably 3 to 4 hours worth of build time, which I don't expect you guys to sit all the way through. Um, but yeah, they're like 3 to 4 hour sets. Like they've got anywhere from 600 up to 800 pieces. The ones that are coming, they there's some of the smaller ones, but my wife picked out a very huge variety. Uh, I think she ordered 10 sets for me, and yeah, yeah, I don't want to hear a G man. Then I'm gonna have to try and see if I can watch Sonic 3 because like I said, I haven't seen it yet. But see, I got my favorite movies that I watch that I've watched so many times that I have memorized. You know, like Saving Private or not Saving Private. Oh my gosh. Major Pain. I don't know why I was thinking of Saving Private Ryan. I have no idea why. I didn't even watch that movie. I think I watched some of it maybe, but I never. I know I didn't watch the movie all the way through. I don't know. Paramount Plus. Okay. The Tri Droid. If it's the one I think, yes, that one I absolutely love. I think that is so awesome because the way that it actually like circles around into almost like a ball, I don't know, it just makes it look like you could roll it for attack. It'd be like rolling for initiative, man. Sorry, D&D humor. I don't know if you guys play Dungeons and Dragons or not. But yeah. So that is, like I said, that is the upcoming plans on everything. Um, so yeah, I don't know what else to. Oh, you're watching School of Rock, dude. Knuckles TV show. Wait, what? I didn't know that. That. Are you serious? Wait, what? Yeah, I'm going back and looking. Yeah. Are you serious? That one little Palpatine figure from that is worth $80. Lego figure army. That's awesome. I saw that. I saw that because that was part of the sets that you bought. The two Rexes. Uh, those were part of those sets that you bought, right? Really? I did not know that, Brickmaster. Sorry. That was the music that played when I went to look at his video because I was trying to like look at the Palpatine figure. That comes with that the little fighter thing that he's got. Sorry, my nose has been running like crazy. I honestly think I'm getting sick. Sorry about that, Peakzilla. That ought to be interesting, Punisher. That ought to be really interesting. Oh, okay. Gotcha, G Man. Gotcha. Peakzilla Semina. That's. I like that. I like that for your name. I really like that for your name. G Man, I am still thinking about yours. I'm still trying to think about yours. What do you think of that name? G Man Productions. Love it. Indiana G Man. Love it. Love it. That actually kind of rhymes too. I love that. I like that. General G Man. No, yes, 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 yes. General G Man. I like that. That is an awesome. That's great. Ah, General G Man. That would work in porn movies too. Wait. When did that happen, Peakzilla? Really? I don't. Maybe I never did watch Return of the Sith. Right, because 4, 5, and 6, those were the originals that were made like back in the 80s. And then eventually they brought out 1, 2, and 3. And then they did 7, 8, and 9. And then 5,000 rips of 16 different side quest things. Interesting. I don't remember that part. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to find Revenge of the Sith or Return of the Sith. I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna have to find that because I heard that one's epic, and then the other one, and I haven't seen it yet, is Rogue One. I haven't seen those two. I mean, there's a lot of them I haven't seen because I don't have all the time in the world. But um, yeah, those I'm gonna have to find those. So Rogue One, because I was gonna try and look up Rogue One in episode 3, Return of the Sith. Oh, I thought they made 7, 8, and 9. G Man, if you're talking about using General G Man, I would use that for everything, dude. I would use that for everything. I mean, for real, especially with as much as you're into Star Wars, you absolutely should use that for like your main everything. Because I think that is like I'm not kidding. That is one of the most epic, especially since everybody already knows you as G Man, anyways. Going as General G Man just makes sense. Ah, gotcha. I thought they made them, but literally they were just trying. I honestly think the only reason they made them is because the rest of them were so popular, and they were literally just trying to run off the name. Because wasn't that after Disney took over Lucasfilms? They were just trying to rip the money out of them. That's all they were doing. I think the funniest part is that George Lucas never wanted to do the first Star Wars when he made number 4. He never wanted to do them. Palpatine's return? Oh god. No. No. Wait. Okay, so when Palpatine returns, if I'm remembering vague statements I've seen slash heard, um, when he returns, isn't he a clone of his previous self or something like that? Please enlighten me to the dark side. Dude, yes, 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 G Man. Yes, do that. Oh, that is going to be so cool. Okay, gotcha, Pete Zilla. Gotcha. Yeah, because I thought they already had the Clone Wars. That's horrible. That is honestly, that's horrible. I can't believe that they, man alive. It doesn't surprise me though. It really honestly does not surprise me when you get time. I'm serious, man. When you get the time, you've got to go General G Man, and you've got to put Grievous as your thing. I do like Indiana Jones, and to me, I thought number four. I because I did see the fourth Indiana Jones, and I thought that was the dumbest thing I had ever seen in my entire life. One, you could tell Harrison Ford is just getting far too old to try and do that stuff. Two, the ending of it with it being the how it was the temple and the skulls, and you got to put the skull back in the right place, and then it just like sucks in the world or whatever. I just thought that whole idea was stupid. Like that really made me mad when they made number four. I could very well be missing something extremely huge on that, but I to me I just thought it was really stupid. Wait, five films? I know there was Indiana Jones, the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, or Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and there was another one in the original three. And then I know there was Crystal Skull. Those are the only four that I'm aware of. Was the original trilogy and Crystal Skull. It's all good, Zilla. I get it, man. For the most part, you're right, Brickmaster. You're almost done with your side of the army. Nice. Dial of Destiny. Huh. I didn't know they. Interesting. What's the next set you should do? Um. Hmm. I think G Man, personally, re- the when you did the two pictures of all the sets you bought from that one haul, I think you should do one of them that weren't shown on those pictures. Because remember that first one, I said I couldn't see the ones that were above and the ones that were below. Do one of them that you couldn't see in that picture. I think that would be a good surprise one. That'd be a neat one. Oh, gotcha, Brickmaster. I understand, Peakzilla. They made a new Twister movie. Dude, the first one was kind of stupid because the whole thing about the cow flying through and it was like, oh, that movie was weird though. The original Twister, anyways. I didn't know they made a second one. 10:17 where you are. It's 11:17 where I'm at. I only ever knew they made one Sharknado. They've got five of them. I'm gonna have to look that up because I've never watched any of the Sharknados. All right, man. You have a good night, Peakzilla. Don't worry. Tomorrow night, like I said, tomorrow we're definitely doing Legos. Six of them? Actually, no. Don't do that. Don't do that, Punisher. It'd be neater to do like a Where's Waldo type thing. I think that would be a neat one for you, especially from the sounds of how many characters you have. I'm pretty sure Spielberg can do whatever he wants. I'm pretty sure most of those companies aren't going to look at him and go, "You have to do it our way," because he's going to look at them and go, "You don't have a movie," and then they're going to go, "Ah, crap, sorry. Can we get you some more tea and biscuits, sir?" P, tea, biscuit, strudel. That would be interesting. I completely agree with that, Brickmaster. I really think that, I, especially with the technology they have now for being able to do CGI stuff, I think that would actually be very cool. The Battle Droid Army and other random figures. Like I said, Punisher, don't try and like separate them and stuff like that. You should do it as just a random thing and then play Where's Waldo. Be like, hey, can anybody find this in 30 seconds? I think that would be a neat one. I really think that would be a neat one. I hope that happens and I hope it's higher than that, G Man. I really do. I for real would love to see. I would love to see you get a lot more subscribers. I want to check on something because I don't think. Wait, what? E.T. and War of the Worlds? Interesting. Wait, no, I know Spielberg made E.T. back the original E.T. and War of the Worlds. Is he remaking them? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That was a really good movie. That was a really good one. I knew it. There we go. That is awesome. E.T. kind of messed me up when I was a kid, because watching E.T., like, I don't know, I as a kid I could not understand some of a lot of the movie, and so it really, like, I don't know, most of it never clicked with me. While a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, it's the greatest cinematic ever." G man, I honest to godly dude, I would be very happy to see any of you guys surpass me in subscribers and everything else. I would be very happy about that. Oh, got you. Interesting. I'm gonna have to like look into that, especially because yeah, if he's making an alienistic style horror movie, that ought to be interesting. Give him his Lego plate. Dude, I know the size of them Lego plates, and to see Jabba right in the middle of it. Oh, that would be interesting. Give him his own plate, like above everyone else, or something like that. That'd be a trip. That would be such a trip. Punisher, the only way to do Jabba's figure properly though, is to have, if you've got her, you have to have Princess Leia behind him with the chain wrapped around his throat. It's the only proper way to do Jabba. That's the only proper way to do it. Interesting. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look. You said number 5 is Dial of Destiny, right? Dial of Destiny. But she's killing her master. Dobby gave her a sock. Oh man, that's too funny in my head. Twisters. I might have to look those up. I'm definitely gonna have to look those up. Prey. As far as movies go, there's a movie called Prey. Really? You guys are turning this into a book club for movies. I've never read this before, Ethel. What? Huh. That ought to be interesting. That ought to be interesting. So does it go along the same lines of the Aliens versus Predators or Predators versus Aliens movies type thing? Like now I'm really, really curious about that. Predators versus kids? What? Nice. Nice. Punisher. I think I finally got what you were saying. Dude. Y'all. Alright, well it is 11:30, you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be off work tomorrow. And I've got Lego sets coming tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off tonight. Um, that way I can get a decent night's sleep and everything because I got to get up pretty early in the morning, anyways. Um, because the kids are gonna be up, but where are they now? Jail. Oh, dude. Oh, it is always such a riot. It is always such a riot. Yes, he did. Yes, he won. G Man, you won the night. That's awesome. All right, so for now, guys, peace out, and I will see you guys in the